sense. Lead the way to your darkest sin. Oh, you know there's something coming down from the sky. World on fire with a smoking sun. Stops everything and everyone. Brace yourself for all we'll pay. Help is on the way.
Right now, there's more going on than there's ever been going on before. Hello, my name is Lawrence Smith, and if you look at the news right now, it really does feel like it is the end of the world, where we have a virus spreading across the globe. There is social unrest here in the United States, where a lot of past and neglected social issues and racial issues are raging on right now. We have a lot of political discourse going on, where it really feels like anytime you turn on CNN, CNBC, Fox News, it really does feel like it is actually 2012. You know, the world is going to end. You know, giant meteors are going to hit the earth, and nuclear war or whatnot's going to happen. You know, it really feels like doom and gloom, and it especially feels, I think, for people probably of my age and younger of my generation, that it is hopeless, that the world's gone to crap, and that there's really no hope in the world for a future, for your career, or just your own inner peace from anxiety and depression and panic and all that kind of stuff. Because really everything that they're producing right now that we see, whether it's YouTube ads or whatnot, is just, it is the end of the world. America, police stuff, all this kind of things, and the virus, and you can't go out. And it can really get you. It can really get you down. It can really give you some panic attacks and really make it feel like there's a hopeless situation going on right now. And we were dealt like this card of life. Why? Why us? Why me? But there's another narrative out there that I want to bring to light. And it has to come from getting out there. Not saying oh, go party when there's coronavirus going on. But going out and actually seeing, what the media is not showing you, what Facebook isn't showing you, what YouTube isn't showing you, and that there really is a decent and a lot of hope out there, that there is a different energy going on. And that's what the mission was with, this movie and this project, was to show there's still hope out there in the world, and you got to go out and search for it. So what we did was we went to, me, myself, and my mother, went on a road trip to about 5 or 6 different states. We went to Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona. All social distancing, of course, because we still have to obey those kind of rules and stuff. But there's a thing when you get back to nature, the things out there, like the national parks. That's the ultimate form of social distancing, getting out to nature and national parks, and you really saw something that's never shown on the news, and that is the hope that there is in the world right now. That there's a lot of people out there who are actually very friendly and very happy, and very hopeful. They'll come up and say, "Hey, how's it going? I love what you guys are doing," and whatnot, stuff like that going on out there in the world. So what we did, we put, my mom put a sign on her car. It says, "Love is all there is." Love is all there is, showcasing that what the media isn't telling you, what everything else isn't telling you, the only thing that comes down to is love for yourself, love for one another, love for nature, just that camaraderie of love that is actually out there. I'm not talking about like that hippie kind of love when people have a weird connotation towards love, but just there is an energy of love. Like I said, love for your fellow man, love for camaraderie, love for nature, all that kind of stuff that is out there and abundant, but is not shown on the news. Because the news is, if it's pain or it's blood, it sells. So there's no point, in the main stories talking about how there is actually this love going on in the world right now, for people and for nature and all this other kind of stuff. So that was the point of this road trip, was to go out to spread love, to show love, to feel it, and to have a different narrative. and then document it and show that, hey, this is not the norm. Hey guys, what they're showing on Facebook and Twitter and Fox News and CNN is not the norm. That there is actually a better way. There's actually hope right now, despite all the things 2020 has thrown at us. And he just has to take the time to go out and search for it, to go out and seek it out in the world smartly, because again, there is a pandemic going on and stuff, but it's possible, to go out to these national parks, get the national park pass, go exploring, go to your fellow neighbor and just leave a card on the door saying, hey, you're awesome. That's a way of just spreading a different narrative than what we're shown in the media. And again, that was the point of this whole project, this whole video, was to spread and show a different way that is out there right now. And that is just, energy and a way of being that is not, like I said, not shown. It's love, it's peace, it's getting away from the anxiety and stuff. And it does help to go out to nature, to go on road trips, to do something that you enjoy. Go painting, go writing if you want to do something, something that is your hobby and something that you enjoy, where you can get back to peace. And then you can share it with others, and you'll see that that people have this hope, this love that is out there, that is not this doom and gloom that 2020 has thrown at us. So the point of this whole movie, this whole project, is just to show and have hope that there is a better way, that there is more light out there than you realize, and that you just got to go out there and seek it and not stay in a little hovel and just wallow in what the news is putting out there, that everything is the apocalypse. So I encourage you to go out, seek the light that is out there. I'm telling you, it's more than you realize. And just, even during the darkest times, enjoy life, because we're here not to be miserable. We're here to enjoy life, to smartly have fun and love, the nature, ourselves, the planet, and our fellow man. So that is the point, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you.
I just want you to know that as a love warrior, I am always being love, teaching love, but actually being the example of love. And love is the definition of God. And God is what lights the world and is in everything and is abundant in you. So as long as I know who I am, then it doesn't matter what's going on in the world, I will continue to be who and what I am. And if I am love, then I need to demonstrate that and be an action word as well. And so that's why I went on a trip across many states with my son to demonstrate what love warriors do. And love warriors spread love. We're the super spreaders of love. And so one of the things that we did, not only did I put a placard on my car that said love is all there is, just to remind people that there is a lot of hate, there is a lot of division, there is a lot of fear. But as a love warrior, I am always guarding my heart against that. I am always guarding my thoughts against that, so that I can be the pure channel of love. And so one of the things that we did, and my son made these cards that we could stick on people's door. We could hand them out when we go to a restaurant. We can hand them out whenever we get that urge to share this wonderful, blissful love feeling. And it's so important when the world has oftentimes forgotten and needs a reminder that love is all there is. So one of the things that I wanted to share, some of the cards that he made. You are beautiful, you are love. So we would give these to people, and this one says, everything is going to be all right. You got this. A lot of people have been discouraged during these times, and they need that encouragement from a love warrior. And of course, we signed the back of it, Love Warrior 2020. This one says you can achieve anything, because oftentimes our goals have been disrupted due to the pandemic and due to everything that's going on, but we need encouragement. You have all the power and love in the world. So this love is to be found within yourself. But we remind people that that's where you go. You go within to find this love, and then you share it with other people. But you do have to guard your heart. Love is abundant in you. When we're fearful, we forget who we are. We doubt our own power of forgiveness and rejuvenation and optimism, and we go into that dark hole of despair, lack, and limitation. But love warriors remind people, I believe in you, I have faith in you. And that's sometimes what people need, is that encouragement and that reminder. You are magical. Because once you tap into that love power, oh wow, you'll see magic show up in your life. And we had a magical trip going to all of those cities and all of those states, reminding people as we drove down the freeway that you are royalty, you are love, and we are the ambassadors of love. I see you. I believe in you. Words of encouragement, love, gratitude, and kindness is your nature. And that's what we did across the country as love warriors. Now, who are the love warrior examples in your life? I know in my life, John Lewis, Congressman John Lewis, a love warrior. Martin Luther King Jr., a love warrior. And Jesus, the Christ, the ultimate love warrior. So we invite you and remind you to become a love warrior.
Yeah. Love is my religion. Love is my religion. I'll take you to the temple tonight. All my days I've been searching to find out what this life is worth. Through the books and Bibles of time, I've made up my mind. I don't condemn, I don't convert. This is a calling, have you heard? Bring all the lovers to the fore.
About day one of our trip. This is the Love Warriors, and thanks for tuning in, because we are right now in Twin Falls, Idaho. We went from Nevada yesterday all the way to Twin Falls, and let me tell you, everyone is so loving and kind. I mean, going out of their way to be loving and kind. We've also been dropping cards, love notes on cars, and giving them to people. They're words of encouragement and love, and there's so much love out here. There's so much love around us, because what you hear in the news is not telling you the whole story. The news is there to scare you into submission. But I want you to know that love is freeing. And when you travel with a loving heart, all you're reflecting back to you is the love that is within yourself. And so we've experienced a lot of love, and we just want to say that love is all around. The first day, we gave a gift to one of the people in the drive-thru at McDonald's that I've known for 5 years. I hadn't seen her in a while, but I wanted to connect with her and let her know that she is dearly loved and cared for. So we've been spreading love from Nevada all the way to Twin Falls, Idaho. Lauren, did you want to say something?
So day one was especially awesome. It was a long time on the road. We had an awesome experience where we were driving just outside of Vegas, where some of my favorite airplanes flew low and fast overhead. We got to Idaho safe and sound. The hotel was awesome. We had awesome people that gave us dinner at a Black Bear Diner. We were able to give out our cards to some of the waitresses there. Able to really chill and relax on a good conclusion to day one. We're beginning day two now. Again, we're here at Twin Falls, Idaho. This right here is Snake River Canyon. It's a really huge canyon. It's what basically Yelp says to do when you're in Twin Falls, Idaho. It's absolutely gorgeous. Huge canyon, almost rivals the Grand Canyon. Beautiful river back there, beautiful bridge over there.
So today is going to be a lot of trails, going to be a lot more time spent in Idaho. Of course, it's going to be nice and fluffy over here and warm, but we're going to have a great day 2 here, spreading more love out there.
'Cause no one is gonna lose their soul. Hey, love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion. Hey, you can take it or leave it, and you don't have to believe it. I don't want to fight. Hey, let's go fly a kite. There's nothing that we can't cure, and I'll keep you in my arms for sure. So don't let nobody stop us. Free spirits have to soar. With you I share the gift that we now know. Oh, love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion. I say you can take it or leave it. You don't have to believe it. Well, I'm done searching now. I found out what this life is worth. Yeah. Not in the books did I find, but by searching my mind. I don't condemn, I don't convert. This is the calling, have you heard? Bring all the lovers to the fold. No one is gonna lose their soul. Well, love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion.
Love is my religion. So you can take it or leave it. Now do you believe? So don't let nobody stop us. Free spirits have to soar. With you I share the gift that we now know. Oh, love is my religion. Love is my religion. All we need is love. 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 I think I better get up. Time is on slipping into the future. Time is on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. So I will fly like an eagle to the sea.
No matter how big the chasm is that you feel like you're in or that the world is in, there is a way to rise above it. And when you rise above it, you can see more than when you're down below. You can see all kinds of things the mountains up above. And so just know that whenever you're in a chasm or in a deep place in your life, you can rise above it. And when you do, you can appreciate everything, even the chasm.
Fly like an eagle, make my spirit carry me. I wanna fly. Fly right into the future. I wanna feed the babies. Says we can't get enough to eat. Wanna shoot the children. No shoes on their feet. I wanna house people. I wish that I could fly into the sky so very high, just like a dragonfly. I'd fly above the trees, over the seas, in all degrees, to anywhere I please. Oh, I want to get away. I wanna fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to get away. I wanna fly away. Yeah, yeah.
I just want to share with you a couple of takeaways from this wonderful, magical trip and rejuvenating trip that my son and I went on. First of all, in a dark time, you want to be the light. You want to have a different vibration than that of fear. And the other vibration that you can have is love, because there's only two energies, fear and love. So we chose to be loved. And on that trip, I had so many people, but one person in particular stands out. We were in Camp Verde, Arizona, just outside of Sedona. And we had gone into the hotel, and I came back out to get something, and there was a woman writing a note that she was going to leave on the car. She was so touched and moved by that sign, love is all there is, love warriors. And her note was basically saying how surprised and wonderful it was to see a person actively engaging in love, because we see oftentimes so many images of people actively engaging in fear and pulling down other people. And so what we wanted to show was actually being conveyed, and she felt it. So she told me her story, which was she sold most of her belongings, moved from California away from the smoke, and was basically going from hotel to different places, but she was connecting with people that were on the same mission, to be a super spreader of love, compassion, gratitude, kindness, and peace. And she had met so many people along the way who were also on that journey. So isn't it interesting how like-minded people find themselves on the road to be active participants in love? And so that's one of the biggest takeaways. As a love warrior, you're going to be maybe the first one in your family to be loving and kind and see the world as unified rather than divisive. And you will get in conversations that are uplifting instead of tearing someone down. And as soon as you do that, people will come from all over to join you in that mission of being a love warrior. So once again, who are you going to be? My son and I are dedicated to being love on this planet.
So I hope you enjoyed watching this movie that myself and my mother made for the purpose of showing that there is more light out there than you could ever realize. You know, showing this road trip that we went on, just trying to get out of that fear bubble that has just taken over the United States with the media and everything that's going on, to show that there is, you know, still a way to be and obey the social distancing, obey the little, you know, the rules that we have with COVID and the pandemic and this new normal that we have going on, and still see that there is a lot of joy and a lot of love out there. You know, we went to Idaho, Sawtooth, Idaho. We went to Montana, to Yellowstone, Wyoming. We went through Colorado, we went to New Mexico, we went to Arizona, we came back. This huge, you know, circle of a road trip, all while social distancing, all while having fun, all while meeting amazing people across the country who are looking for that hope and have that hope within them. And we have so many people stop us and look at the sign and say, love the sign. We wrote little cards, put them on their car, or give them on their cars, or look them on their doors and stuff like that. A lot of people really, really appreciated that. People would, you know, see us filming little segments of each video and stop us and say, man, that's really cool. What is this all about? Or people say, man, it's just a wonderful world out there. You came here during an unseasonably warm time here in Idaho or wherever, and it's really beautiful outside, and, you know, we're out here enjoying it, trying to escape the fires or do whatever. You know, there's a lot of hope, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of, you know, awesomeness going on right now in the country that you will never see if you're just paying attention to Facebook or Twitter or CNN or whatever, because their mission, their goal is to sell the news. And, you know, for whatever reason, you know, hope and all that kind of stuff does not sell. It's always the drama, it's always the Schnookies and the Kim Kardashians and the blood and the killing and the riots and whatnot. And it really makes you feel anxious and all this kind of stuff within you, but that is not the norm. You have to turn off this norm, this crap, this garbage, this propaganda that is used to keep you, you know, and sell stuff, and just go out there and seek the light. You know, you have to go out there and see it. You know, as one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite movies, Lord of the Rings, you know, when Frodo's really down, he's like, what are we doing this for, Sam? And Sam says, because there's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for. But you have to go out and search for it. You know, you can't just stay on your phone and expect there to be always this good stuff going on. You have to go out and seek it, you know, as smartly and wherever you can, and show the love to your fellow man, to yourself, and to the world around us. You know, that's how we see hope in this dark time of 2020. And that's how it's going to change the world, is by going out and seeking the light. So that is what the purpose of this movie was. I hope you enjoyed watching it. And please, please, please go out there and seek the light.